Hello everyone, welcome back to another video, and today I will be teaching you different ways on how to be more productive. Okay, so how can you get the most work done in the quickest time possible? So let's get into it. So first things first, this is one of the most important tips to becoming more productive, and I'm pretty certain that you have already realized this, but you need to eliminate all types of distractions when you are sitting down to work. So let's say you are going to write emails, right? Put your phone in the other room, only keep one tab open, and that way you aren't going to get distracted by any notifications or YouTube. You aren't going to get caught up in different tabs of your browser, stuff like that. So that was my first tip. And also, a pretty important thing to be more productive as well is to have good focus. So to be able to sit down and only do one thing for long periods of time. So if you can't do that, I recommend you meditating for a little bit. 5 minutes is completely fine. Personally, I don't do meditation because I don't really have a problem with my focus, so I can sit down and work long periods of time without getting distracted. But if you do have that problem, meditation will help you solve it. I know some people that it helped out. I'm not really sure if it will work for you, but I'm pretty certain it will. So take that tip, try it out. If it doesn't work, you can also try working out. Working out is pretty good for your focus as well. Kind of indirectly increases your attention span. So yeah, that was my tip. Now we're going to move on to the next tip. Now, my next tip for you will be, if you have the ability to wake up and straight up sit down at your computer and do the work, I 100% recommend doing it. Your brain will be very fresh, so it will not be tired at all, and you will be able to get a ton of work done in the first few hours of waking. After that, you can go work out or whatever your daily routine is, But if you have the ability, absolutely work the first thing in the morning, Personally, for me, that is a really good productivity tip. It worked for me, That was my tip number 2. Tip number 3 will be I've already talked about this in one of my old videos 1 month ago, I believe. But it is to get a notebook and write down your goals, right? I'm writing it down here. You can straight up get a piece of paper, you don't need to have a notebook. And write down your goals for the next day before you go to sleep. And when you wake up and sit down to do work, actually open that notebook on the things that you have to get done, and it will kind of push you a little more to do that stuff, right? And you will not forget to do anything, so that is very important as well. So you are not going to miss out on anything. So yeah, that was my tip number 3. And before we finish off the video, I'm going to tell you a little bit about what type of person I was. Like, for the longest time, I was a procrastinator, right? So I would put off the homeworks that I had to do the longest time. But it kind of changed when I started to run my online business and actually started to trying to grow my personal brand. because I know that it will actually benefit me in the future. So I have no problem with just sitting down and getting the work done as soon as possible. But when it came to homework, like, I knew that it wouldn't really benefit me to do that homework in the future. So it was kind of like, I knew that I didn't need to do it immediately, so I would kind of put off like for weeks and months actually. But kind of when the time actually came to being disciplined and actually doing something that I needed to get done, I didn't really have that problem. I don't know why. I think it's because I know that the work that I'm putting in will actually pay off. So I have no problem every single day just consistently working hard and giving it my all. So yeah, that was kind of a little bit of a story. I hope you learned something new in this video. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe. Make sure to follow my Twitter down below. I post daily motivation and business tips there. And I will see you in the next one. Peace.